Easy living. So this campsite is pretty insane. Check this out. It's about to get started on some breakfast. We've got kind of some spearfishing gear, a little kitchen, fire pit, surfboard, towels, wetsuits. I wish I had a hammock. It's the only thing I don't have that would make this place the ultimate. But not complaining. Gonna whip up some breakfast and some coffee, read a little bit. Don't have a fridge, so food is kind of limited. I've got a tortilla and eggs and some salsa scheduled for breakfast, and that's my plan. Break the yolk. Now we enjoy. Bon appetit. All right, so we're getting ready to go for a little spearfish session. Got wetsuit, dive belt, fins, gun, mask, snorkel. I'm bringing the GoPro. Try to catch some fish for dinner. Hopefully make some ceviche. There's a fish called triggerfish. They're nice, big, great ceviche fish. So that's the plan. We just got back from spearfishing. I ended up with 2 fish. Got a pretty nice sized trigger. The one I got yesterday was bigger. And not entirely sure what this is. It's either an amberjack or maybe a mackerel. Not sure. And we've got a kicker. But yeah, the plan is to make up some fish tacos and some ceviche and to share with the community of people out here. And also kicker. Kicker, do you want some fish tacos? Yeah, you get some too. You get some fish. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop.
After finding some much needed alone time, I got an early start and made my way to La Ventana. La Ventana is a world famous kiteboarding destination, which I never knew had some pretty awesome paragliding as well.
What do you think? Why are you so excited? What are you doing? What? Clearly, Kicker's excited to go fly paragliding. This flight's super wild, unbelievable colors, just hanging, perfect conditions. Not really kiteable, so have all the different sports so you can play no matter what the conditions are.
The view from up here is incredible, but I think my favorite part is entertaining the local kids. They were super excited.
we've got our Ford Bronco. It's a 2-door, 7-speed manual Ford Bronco that we've been living out of for the last 2 weeks. We had about 3 days from when we got the Bronco till when we moved out of the Muse roamer and into this space. Significantly smaller, of course, than the Muse roamer, but it's much faster. It can get places, can romp around the beach, no problem. Can mob down Baja dirt roads. We're going much faster, but I did have to sacrifice some gear. But as you can see behind me, I'm packing a lot of stuff in here, so I'm just gonna sort of go through what I have. Let's start with the fun stuff. Of course, we've got Kicker Dog, he's the best. So Kicker and I are staying in the rooftop tent. As far as gear goes, I've got my spearfishing setup, wetsuit, knives, gun, mask, 2 wetsuits. I've got a spring suit, a 4.3, all of my camera gear, food storage, water, cookware, dog food. We've got some product. Then I've got my twin tip kiteboard, my surf kiteboard, my 5.5 fish. Got a full-size paraglider, helmet, harness, 2 kites in the 11 bag, 1 kite in the 7 bag, and then up top, of course, rooftop tent. We've got an awning, and the only thing I had to add was these vertical bars that actually just fit right into the T-channel for the board rack. So the kiteboard goes on the outside, and then the 2 surfboards go on the inside, and they just strap around to the vertical member, and they're super stable. None of the boards were damaged. We've definitely been hitting some off-road stuff pretty fast. And then I've got a power bank, toolkit, refrigerator, yoga mat, all of my clothes, shoes, and toiletries, Kicker's bed. He's got a little teddy bear and backpack. And yeah, that's everything I have in the Bronco. All right, and now I'm gonna show you the build out. It's super basic. So we got this awesome drawer system from Solid Woodworks. These all slide out. These have a nice aluminum top. Didn't pull everything out. There's still a little bit of junk in there, some hard drives and all that good stuff. And then I just added this vertical partition so I could stuff paraglider, 3 kites, and whatever else can just get stuffed here. And we utilized just some of the existing bolts for these straps just so it stacks in there. Then some L brackets, super basic. And then this is where this one locks into place, super nice. And they have some partitions in here so that we can kind of keep, you know, underwear, jackets, pants separated, super nice. It's pretty crazy having all of the gear splayed out to show what I can fit in here. This is actually a really nice feature. This little drop down tailgate shelf. You can see that here. And it's fun. This thing actually like locks into place. Just, let's see, if I can get it. Hold on. So this shelf, it's crazy how perfect this worked out. This was actually something that SolidWorks had just sitting around in their shop, and it fit perfectly. These all interface really nice. That locks and goes back in like that. And I'll show you how this is all mounted up. So we put a little backing board underneath this to elevate it over some of the stuff. We pulled out the rear seats. We just used actually the rear seat mounts and bent these L brackets to fit, mount the whole thing down, and then we used some tie downs to tie down the back of the box. So now it's time to put it all away. Here we go.
The next day we headed into town for a kiteboarding session. Kiteboarding is really fun because there are so many different disciplines within it. From riding boots or straps, which is more of a wakeboarding style, to riding a surfboard with no straps, it makes different conditions and the overall progression super fun. Conditions were a bit light for this twin tip session, but I had a ton of fun messing around trying to spray kicker. After an action-packed day, we drove a little ways out of town to set up camp and eat some of our favorite snacks. Next time on Tiny Home Adventure, we head to a new location and finally find some proper surf. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment, all that good stuff. We're always open to feedback and answering questions, so just let us know how we can do a better job. Thanks for following along.